The Green faction has a king who fled, and a prince who frightens the city he governs. That creates an opening for the brother who has not yet inherited their baggage. Daeron is marching with the Hightower host and the dragon, but his most important advantage may be distance. He was not shaped in front of the capital's court, did not build his identity around Aegon's humiliation, and has not spent years making every room wonder whether Vhagar is part of the conversation. Daeron can arrive as a green people have not already decided how to hate. Aegon and Aemond are known quantities, which is another way of saying every failure has witnesses. Daeron has room for projection. Lords can imagine him dutiful. Soldiers can imagine him brave. The Hightowers can present him as disciplined and properly raised. Whether every part of that image survives contact with war is almost secondary at first. Politics often rewards the candidate with the fewest visible stains, especially when the alternatives are actively setting furniture on fire. Daeron's absence has delayed his power, but it has also protected his reputation from the family business. Daeron does not enter the story alone. He comes through Oldtown, House Hightower, a southern army, and the political machinery that kept the Greens alive before dragons decided every disagreement needed weather. That makes him different from Aegon in flight, and Aemond isolated in King's Landing. He has a network around him. If commanders and lords begin treating Daeron as the Green Prince who listens, shares danger and rewards service, loyalty can move toward him without anyone formally changing sides. A faction can acquire a new center of gravity long before it admits the old center has failed. Lightbook context gives us a warning. Daeron's story is not a clean, heroic correction to his brothers. War radicalizes decent people. Armies commit horrors under attractive banners, and dragons make restraint difficult to measure. The show may change details, but it should preserve that pressure. Daeron can be more sympathetic and still become part of catastrophe. In fact, that is the interesting version. If he begins as the Green people want to follow, every later compromise carries more weight. A monster disappointing us is routine. A promising leader discovering reasons for brutality is tragedy. My prediction is not that Daeron immediately claims the throne. It is that Green soldiers and lords begin discussing him as the person who could save the cause. That language is dangerous, even when Daeron remains loyal. Every success makes Aemond look less necessary. Every act of mercy makes Aegon's reign look less defensible. And every comparison teaches the faction that its future might not depend on either brother currently fighting over authority. Watch who receives credit for the Southern campaign. If praise begins attaching to Daeron rather than House Hightower generally, the Greens have found a new face before they have agreed they need one. Is Daeron arriving too late, or at exactly the moment the Greens need a different face?